So to begin, we are going to make a magic circle or a magic ring, chain up 2, and we're going to make 10 double crochets into this ring. So there's 1, 2, 10. So go ahead and pull this tail end tight so it closes up the ring. Join to the first double crochet of the round. Right here, those chain 2 are not going to act as a stitch, so we're not going to count it as a stitch. So chain up 2. So after we chain up 2, we are going to make 2 double crochets in each stitch around, which will make our circle a little bigger. So go ahead and make 2 double crochets in each stitch around for round 2. When you get to the end, join to the first double crochet of the round. Again, that chain 2 is not going to count as a stitch. So now we have our circle. We are going to start building the square. So we are going to chain up 3. And now this chain 3 will act as a double crochet. We are going to double crochet into the same space as the chain 3, chain 2, and we are going to make 2 more double crochets into that same space. So we are making that first corner of the square. So this chain 2 here is the corner. Now in the next stitch, we're going to make a double crochet, and then in the next 2 stitches we will make half double crochets. So we have our corner, double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet. Now we are going to do 1 more double crochet. So now we have our corner, and this is going to be the side of the square. So we are going to repeat this 3 more times. So we have 4 sides of the square. We're going to make another corner. So a corner is 2 double crochets in the same space, a chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets into that same space. And that is going to make our second corner. So back to making a side, double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. So there you could see the square forming. So we're going to make another corner, our third corner. So 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets, all into 1 stitch. Now we're going to make the third side, double crochet in 1, half double crochet in the next, half double crochet in the next, double crochet in the next. So now we need 1 more corner, two double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. We need 1 more edge or side, so double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And we will join to this beginning chain 3 because again that will count as a stitch for this round. So we're going to join here, and then we have one more stitch here. We are going to slip stitch over, and then we want to get to this chain 2, so we're going to slip stitch into this chain 2. So then we are at the corner again. So now we have our square, and now the remaining rows will be the same as this next row. So we're just building to increase this square. So chain up 3, double crochet. So this chain 3 and double crochet counts as 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into that chain 2 space. Now all we're going to do is double crochet all the way across. So we already formed our square, we just need to make it straight across. And in all the corners we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in each of these corners. So the first double crochet is going to be right here. It can be very easily missed, so just make sure you find that first post. So here's the post of the double crochet, and the space will always be a little bit behind it. So here's the post, go behind, and here's that first stitch. Okay, and then we will just double crochet all the way across. And if you like to count your stitches, after each row, each side will increase by 4. So basically these corners are increasing our squares. So here I am at the corner. I just did 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets. So in this row before, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this row, if I add 4, I should have 12. Not counting the whole corner, just half the corner. So this is the very corner of the chain 2. So I'm going to start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's the corner. So I have 12 stitches there, which is 4 more than the last one. So I know I'm on the right track. I didn't miss any of my stitches. So here we are again on our side. Here's the post. I'm going to go a little bit behind. There's my first stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and work around. Again, just double crochets all the way across. In our corners, we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in that chain space. So I'm going to work all the way around, and then I will meet up with you when we get to the end of the round. So here I am at the end of round 4. I'm going to join to that beginning chain 3 because that does count as a stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch and then into the chain 2 space. So when you make these slip stitches, be mindful that they're not very tight. Make them a bit loose because when you do come back around, you will be working into them. So try to make them loose if you can, just so it's easy to get into those spaces. So I'm just going to keep doing the same exact thing as this last round to keep increasing this square. So every corner where our chain 2 space is, in the beginning you want to chain 3 because that will act as our double crochet, and then double crochet. So we have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to do that for each corner, and then for each side just simply double crochet all the way across, and that is basically it. That's how you make a solid granny square with a circle on the inside. If you are making my dinosaur blanket, you will want to do 6 rows of a color, and then on round 7 you will want a white border. So make 1, 2, 3, 4 additional 2 rows to make 6, and then change it to white, and then do a white row. For the white squares, you'll simply just do 7 rows of all white. So again, to make this square bigger, all you have to do is repeat round 4, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet all the way across to your corners, all the way around, and then when you get back to here, you want to slip stitch until you get back to this chain 2 space. It just makes it so you don't have any seams in the middle of the granny square, and this way you can't see where you're joining, so it basically looks seamless. If you aren't making my dinosaur blanket and you're just making little granny squares with the circles on the inside, you could just make this as big or as small as you like. You can stop here and join your squares or do whatever you want with these squares.